very welcome back. 90%, that's the estimated number of Irish women with unwanted facial hair. So why is it still such a taboo subject? Well, pop star Adele and actress Tandy Newton, they've both opened up about their own struggle to stay fuzz-free. And our skin expert today, Irene Trowell, and today's show viewer, Rosemary Healy, join us. And we're going to talk about this. And Rosemary is one of our viewers, of course. And you got in touch with us because it was an issue for you as you were growing up during your teens. And facial hair was beginning to really bother you and affect your life.
Yeah, so when I was a teen, I would have started waxing, and then with the waxing, the hair starts to get stronger and thicker. And, you know, as a girl, it's not something that you really want.
No, it's not. It's pressure. And
Yeah.
then when you got pregnant, then you felt it got worse.
Yeah, the pregnancies would have made the growth a little bit stronger, and so yeah.
It just went on. So you want to sort it out once and for all. Now, Irene Trowell is here, of course, from the Galway Laser and Skincare Clinic. Hi, Irene, how are you?
Hi, how are you? Good.
Now, I know you guys have been using lasers to combat hair growth for a number of years, and they're very, very effective.
Yeah.
Women, is there a certain type of woman? Is it a certain skin colour or hair colour? Or how do we know who's going to have issues with too much hair?
Not necessarily. I suppose darker hair is probably more likely to be an issue. But having said that, hormonal changes, medical history, there's lots of reasons why people... Yeah, pregnancy can trigger it off, where some people might start out with one or two hairs, and as they pull them and tweeze them and tamper with them, they can end up being more, Okay,
we're going to show a few photographs, Rosemary, of Rosemary's face. So let's take a look at this. No, you're right. So here we can see, I mean, I would call it like maybe a little bit of down, kind of blonde-ish hair, isn't it really, Rosemary?
Well, you see, like daily, I'd be trimming it back daily, you know.
Okay.
So you can see
a little bit of growth there.
It's really the way it feels, the texture.
Okay.
You know,
I know you don't want that rough feeling.
Yeah.
So how does... first of all, now, you better say hello to your kids.
Hi, Lyndon. Hi, Alicia.
Now you've done that. Now you've done that, we're going to let you lie back here and work on you. Okay, Irene, tell us about that type of hair growth around the chin and how effective laser is.
Yeah, laser would be very effective, I suppose. It's mostly of what we see would be the facial area. That's the most common area that we treat, so it does affect a lot of people. Typically the chin, the upper lip, we can have a little bit at the sides of the face as well, would be quite common. When somebody comes in to us, we would do a consultation initially, make sure that they're suitable for treatment, do a little patch test to get started. And I feel it's very important that the client understands the whole procedure. So we talk them through what it's going to be like step by step, what to expect, the intervals and so forth.
All right, so the laser machine is here. And the laser works with heat, isn't it?
Yes.
And light.
Yes. So
and it goes deeper into your skin.
Exactly. So all laser would be based on the principle of light treatment. So every laser would have a target, and in the case of hair removal, our target would be melanin. Which is actually the colour in the hair. So that's why the colour is so important when it comes to the hair growth.
We have to wear goggles, do we?
We do. I've got some lovely goggles for you, Maura.
Very, very good.
And I'm going to pop some on for Rose as well.
Okay, so you would typically need how many sessions?
So we would say 6 to 8 sessions. It depends really on the body area. It depends on what the growth is like to start off with. The sessions will really vary in the interval between them, from anything from 4 to 6 weeks for the facial area, and it could be even longer for the body area.
Okay. So you put a bit of gel on first, is it?
I'm going to give a little wipe across the skin first of all. So we have this trimmed back already. The reason for that is the hair needs to be flush with the surface of the skin before you actually have your treatment done, to ensure that the heat gets into the follicle rather than sitting on the surface. Where
while you're getting organised there, I'm just going to show some photos before and after of clients you've actually worked on before, and we can see the first woman here, and there's an awful lot of facial hair on this, all the way down the person's neck, and you had 7 treatments here over a 4-month period, and then the laser has killed that hair.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so you would expect to have a good interval between sessions.
I see. Now let's take a look at the next photo. Again, we can see here around the chin area, and that's what you think is most likely area that people can suffer from unwanted hair.
Yeah.
And 4 months here and 8 treatments, because it varies, I suppose, with the strength of the hair. And you can see here the same. And I guess when we look at the skin type here, this is quite like our model. We're going to call you the model today, make you feel better about yourself. Okay, let's begin. I better put these goggles on.
Yeah,
okay, so you take the laser machine.
So we have our laser machine. This particular machine, the light shear, has a chilly tip, which feels like an ice cube on the surface. So it really cools the skin on impact. And to do a small area like this, so this is actually our laser treatment. So it's nice and quick. You can see Rose isn't flinching. It's actually very, very comfortable compared to a lot of the lasers that were on the market more previously. This one is much, much more comfortable
So
to
it's
have the
gentle.
treatment done. Very gentle. There is a heat, there is a little bit of a sting off it.
Yeah, I feel it's like an elastic band. I mean, laser
Yes.
can be used for so many things. You can use it for rejuvenation of your skin, building more collagen. Because I suppose it's really when you're heating the skin, it's like it's under attack. I feel so strange in these classes. Apologies to viewers. So you keep going like that. How long would a session typically last?
Typically, you'd be expecting the upper lip is 30 seconds, the chin area would be, you'd have it done in a minute, like even body areas like the lower leg, full leg even, we'd have done in an hour now with this new machine because it's got a larger headpiece. This is the headpiece for the facial area, but there's a larger
for your
headpiece
legs
for
or
the body.
bikini
Yes,
line, all that.
exactly.
So how many sessions would you need typically, or do you
So
know?
typically you're talking about probably 6 to 8 sessions.
Okay.
Depends on the area, but typically you'd have a reduction of about 70 to 90% over the 6 to 8 sessions.
Right, and probably you do deals if you do longer sessions.
Exactly.
But
yeah,
typically,
yeah.
how much would a session cost?
For a small area like the upper lip, you're talking as little as €40 for a single session, and then working
So
up
it's
maybe.
become much more affordable, hasn't it?
Definitely,
Okay.
definitely, yeah. It's much.
Did
more
you feel any
affordable.
pain there?
I felt nothing.
Yeah, even compared to
Brilliant.
the normal methods like waxing, tweezing, this is so much more comfortable. And you can see afterwards, redness is minimal.
Yeah.
Most people are able to go straight back to work or back to normal activities straight away.
Yeah,
so it really
that
doesn't
is one
take
because
long.
we all remember Samantha Jones in Sex and the City, and she had a peel that time, and people forget that kind of things have moved on so much. Irene, thank you very much for that. More information on the laser treatment that we discussed here today, and of course all the other treatments that you can find on the Galway Laser Skin Clinic. You can pop over to galwaylaserskinclinic.ie. We'll put it, of course, on our Facebook page as well.